All right, hi. So it's March 9th, 10:05 a.m. And I need to start a series where I'm going to react to all 8 episodes of the first season of America's Next Top Model. And I thought, well, how do I even start this video? So I'll do the who, what, where, why, and when. Okay, who? My cousin Adrian Curry won the very first season of America's Next Top Model. So I've been saying that for 23 years now. And we'll talk more about reality TV shows and the beginnings of those and like what the first ones were. There's so much to talk about. These episodes are 43 minutes each, so we're just going to keep moving on. So who? Adrian Curry. I am her cousin. We share a grandmother, and this is my grandmother's chair in which Adrian lived with until she got the recliners with the buttons. Okay, moving up. Who? What am I doing? I'm going to watch all 8 episodes of the first season of America's Next Top Model and react to them on camera. I am not used to sitting on camera for this long periods of time, so this will be kind of funny. I'll settle down in a moment. Okay, where? I'm in Illinois right now, and I'm going to do it in this living room. I might watch it upstairs at the computer desk. I might watch it in front of the bigger TV. There's 8 episodes, so that's the where. Why? Because I was watching it the other day and it was so funny to like pause and react to it, because there's such a awesome time capsule of like that early 2000s era with the supermodel craze towards the end of it. And just like watching my cousin win and be awesome, and then realizing how young she was. She was born 1982, I'm 1987, so I was like a younger cousin. My sister is her age, but okay, so in this video is for her specifically to watch. Hello, Adrian. And then also like my siblings to watch, or friends of mine. And then I'm probably gonna make this a public video so that others can watch it like through her and the funniness of it. And I'd like to get going on the video in a second, but who, what, where, why, when, I don't know. I don't have a schedule. This took me like 2 weeks to do, but I need to like do it because that America's Next Top Model documentary came out on Netflix, and I keep getting all those videos, and I've been avoiding it because I want to have my own pure reaction to this first season. Even though I was a huge fan, I watched like the first 8 seasons. I watched some of the All-Stars. I never saw any where they had like boys and girls competing against each other. But I watched like the first 8 or 12 seasons. My cousin, did not go on to watch each season. She didn't even watch her own season. She's probably watched it recently, but like I remember her like avoiding it. Like she came over once, I think it was like during episode 3, she came over to our house and she was like, okay, let's see what this show is. I'm like, I can't believe she's not watching herself on TV. I'm obsessed. We'll learn more about my obsession. Okay. What else? Who, what, where, why, when? Yeah. And yeah. Okay, let's hit start. So what I have to do is connect this Hulu to the Google. It's very loud. It's my second time doing this video, and before it was at 99. And I'm not going to try to edit this video very much. Okay. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going to talk about what we see. We're going to try to pause it if we can. Perfect times. I got a water bottle here. This might be really boring. It might be really entertaining. I have no clue.
Time makes it easy to buy.
No.
Yeah.
Horrible. What are we gonna do? A minute and a half. I have to pause this. Let's pause. All right. So fun fact while we wait for this, I have all the episodes of America's Next Top Model recorded on VHS tape. I still have the VCR that was used for it, and I still have the TV that was used for it. So I'll show that off on a different episode. All right, 6, 5. So my cousin's gonna pop up in the beginning of it. I watched the first episode already, and I had a lot to say, so some of it won't be new to my brain. Okay.
I constantly have people coming up to me asking me how can they get into the field of modeling.
Yeah.
That's one reason why I started this show, America's Next Top Model. I want to make a top model in 8 weeks. I want to take someone from obscurity to fame and I want to chart the entire process and show America how it happened.
Wow.
I launched a nationwide search.
Okay, she made it. She made it. Okay, my cousin's gonna pop up right there. I believe that's her. No, that's not her.
I'm looking for originality.
Hold on, but she will be in my.
I'm looking for humor, all colors, all shapes, and all sizes. Some of these girls.
This is my aunt's house. This is the clock. That is the hallway. There is the bathroom. Look at my cousin right here with the choker necklace. So cool. Oh, that is awesome. I just got that paused right at the perfect time.
But not look at twice in the street. But I'll know when I can make an episode. Oh, you coming to LA?
Coming to boy.
This is a once in a lifetime.
I could comment on who makes it, who doesn't. I could recognize people
what I'm
here.
Looking for is a star. That's all.
I'm looking for a star. It must have been my cousin. She won. Okay. Oh. Okay, also, this song's kind of a ripoff of First Explains It All, right? Just wanna be on time. Ooh, the bass on this TV is good. I didn't have that bass growing up. So I was a junior in high school watching this, so I was very excited. I spread the word that my cousin was gonna be on TV. And one of the next commercial breaks, I'll tell you. Okay, here's a commercial break. I'll tell you how I first heard of this show. Okay. So it's 2003, right? Here, let's stand in front of her. No. Let's block her with the Judy Garland book. No, just kidding. No ads. Okay, so 2002, Christmas, I'm in Arizona, and Adrian called my sister's house, and we each got to take turns talking to her on the phone, and she said that she was in Los Angeles and that she just met Donna from That 70s Show, and that she was going to be on a show probably in February. It didn't come, maybe she said February, but it didn't come out till May. I think they were filming in February, but I remember being like, she's going to be on a TV show. Oh my gosh, she's out in California right now. What's the show going to be called? Something about modeling. So like we would get the TV guide in the in the mail, and I would flip to see different announcements of the show. We have 1 minute left, so I guess I can pause, take a breath. Also, Adrian, while you're watching this, do you remember calling my sister Amber's house and telling us that you were going to be on a TV show? We was so cool to watch the experience, like watch the Los Angeles experience later, even though it was like 5 months later. So I like learning that type of stuff, like when the timeline was, like what was the actual day that you won. But anyways, we'll talk about all that later. We got 8 episodes to go. Let's pause 30 seconds till. Okay, probably the next episode I'm gonna have to buy a commercial-free version because it's gonna take forever to get through this. Okay, let's see. I watched. There she is. Oh, look at her. That sleeveless shirt. That's so cool. And there's Katie. Yep. She makes it. She doesn't make it.
Just a small town girl.
She doesn't make it. Yep. She makes it. Anna met her. She doesn't make it.
I just want to say welcome to Los Angeles.
Oh, and the closed captions, dude. Some of it was crazy. She said so cool.
Adrenaline's going like a million miles a minute.
Like when you have an older cousin that gets on TV, it's very exciting.
I'm with my kind, a bunch of Amazon women with big feet, and I feel like I finally fit in for once.
Imagine that was like the first time she spoke on television.
Everybody's tall and thin and beautiful.
This is like a once in a lifetime chance. You always say like, I want that one little break, and this is it.
You know, there's a whole discussion on the whole modeling world. Oh, look at.
Because we watch so many tapes.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the lighting.
But remember, there's only room for 10 in the house. So that means
I'm not used to sitting in front of the camera this long. My cousin is. She does her live streams. Okay, Tara Vegas walking up. That's pretty funny. Oh, look at it. You know, My cousin looks like a Bond girl, you know, with her hair flipped like that. I love
She's
it.
even more beautiful in person than she is on the pictures, I think.
Oh my word, meeting Tyra was amazing because like we were not expecting her.
Oh my gosh, we could talk about all these characters. We'll have time. We'll have time. Let's just pretend you're seeing it for the first time. Yeah, this was crazy.
Hey, this A to Z. Oh, sexual outfit.
A for my
Awesome abs.
T for my flaccid dress.
On the table, what was W?
Ooh.
I like it wet.
The next couple of days for interviews and all that
This
kind
is-
of stuff, so be gorgeous and be great.
I should be pausing there with Shannon. So like I keep wanting to film this, and then I saw my cousin did a live stream with Shannon, and I was like, oh, I need to be watching that, but I need to have a pure reaction. Okay, so here's Elise.
And I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Elise, is modeling
You'll grow to
something
like her
that
on this
passion?
show. She was good.
Well,
Maybe
it's
she's gonna
definitely
watch
not something
this.
I could do my entire life.
Hi.
What medicine is. I am
One time I downloaded music for her. Okay,
Okay,
let's give you all the behind the scenes. I was so obsessed that I talked to some of these girls, and I chatted with her, and one time she was like, I can't download this, was it Dead Mouse? This Dead Mouse album. And she said, could you download it for me and send it to me? I was like, sure. I could tell you what happens after the show, like with all these people, but let's just watch it. We've got so much time. I keep saying
My
that.
name is Ebony, and I'm actually originally.
I don't even know if I could rewatch this, so hopefully this is entertaining.
But whether it's my look, my personality, something is different.
We know you're a lesbian. How do you feel about expressing
This
that
is
on
rare.
television?
It's not a problem. I'm very open about it. In
This
high
is
school,
not a
I
mo-
was
this
found
is
out as gay.
Not a
So I went to
sorority,
boys'
this is a
locker room,
modeling
and
competition. That was her big
After that, I
word.
walked into the boys' locker room, and they all gave me 5, and I changed. Because those girls didn't talk to me for about a month or 2, but I decided I had to love myself to be true to me.
It's her though. Yeah, she's
Hi
good.
everyone, my name is Kate. I go to school here in beautiful Wisconsin.
I think a lot of people misconceive who I am and maybe like take me for like, oh, she's like a little priss, and then people don't know the side of me. Like I love animals. No one knows that I'm an animal activist.
Nobody knows
I do
that.
help them.
Well, we do now.
Like the wolves and
The
like
wolves.
trying to save them.
This is fun.
Like I just saved 5 polar bears.
Okay, so she's beautiful, and there was like a certain modeling element happening
No, but I eat chicken.
at the time that these
It's a
girls.
little meat.
She kind of looks like my sister Tara.
Why do I
But these girls didn't line up with the modeling like alien sort of like
every part
look.
of it.
They're more
Alright,
like
Natalie, the first thing I'd like you to do is
gorgeous.
to warm me up.
I don't
It's
know
just
how to
have
explain
me
it, but my
on the
cousin could
I come from
do
a really
both.
broken up home. My mother has been
Elise
kids,
that
I'm
you
older.
just saw, she
My
was like
mother
pure
was on
model.
drugs, and so me and my
She's
parents
like the
just-
real
we were all raised
deal
in foster
of
care.
like,
I
okay,
didn't have the
out of all
perfect
these girls, like she'd be signed on the street. My cousin
I
as
wouldn't fit in
well.
anywhere else. Any
and
other job,
Shannon.
No doctor, no lawyer, nothing like that.
So, I shouldn't have revealed the
I
boundary,
need to
but
succeed in
there's so
something
much to
because
talk
I
about
have
with the
these
show.
people that are
Let's
looking up to me, and
not talk about it yet.
if they don't see me succeed, then what are they gonna do?
Hi, I'm Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. I want to become America's supermodel. I am ready. I want to shake the dust off this small town.
Shannon, I take it you're a very religious person. Have you always been religious?
Yes, ever since I was little. I was probably
Christianity
saved
was a
around
lot
the age of
bigger.
10. But
Not that
I
it's
got
not big
stronger
now,
over
but,
the
like,
years, 'cause,
There was a
practice is
certain
perfect.
element of it at
Yes.
school.
But when I get married, I told my mom, I said, my wedding's gonna be cut short.
People are a lot
and
more
I'm gonna be
agnostic
gone.
now, I think.
I'm Justine, 22
Like-
years old, born and raised in
They'll
California.
talk more about
I love
religion
attention.
and we'll
I,
comment
like,
on it.
Try to be the center of attention. I mean, I wake up every day.
Try to be
my
the
mom
center of
tells me, "You're
attention,
great, you're
rub my
wonderful."
belly.
I'm like, yes, I know. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling being out.
What do you have that the other blondes don't have?
She doesn't make
better-looking
it, by the
face.
But who cares? I wonder what
I
she's
mean,
doing
at this
now.
point, I just can't stand anybody. And there's a few that I don't even know why they're here.
So they can't
Maybe she's thinking of my
No,
cousin.
No, way, no.
You.
Thank you. I did good. I did great. I'm the best. I know it.
Tara's in the editing room with us.
Having a party in here.
Okay, so like Adrienne, do you remember this? Like this
I'm having a
room?
blast. This is like one big slumber party. It's so much fun.
Yes, look at them doing that.
My expectations, they're much nicer. My friends all said they're gonna be
She's cool, though.
None of them are. I mean, I heard about the party upstairs, but it's just I wasn't
Sort
invited.
of,
I'm not clicking with anyone. I definitely.
You know what it is? Is
trying too
that
hard.
from watching this so many times growing up, it's like I feel familiar with these girls, yeah? She's gonna
My name is
describe what a
Kizzy. I'm
diva
from Little
is.
Rock, Arkansas. I'm 21.
Casey, could you tell me a little bit about your relationship with your mother?
My mother and I
Your
are.
mother.
We're not on the best of terms right now. My father.
I have not
he got
watched the
shot
new
at one
documentary,
point.
but I
My
know
dad
it's
and
like
Allie. I
there's
love
this
them.
whole
I know
meme
we
of
did a good
exploiting
place.
trauma.
Since I am the true diva,
Diva.
devastating,
Intriguing, vivacious, and just all that.
it's time for me to take what's mine. I'm not here to make
That's
friends.
awesome.
I
She
understand
went.
this is a
So
competition,
her
I just gotta
audition.
put that wall up, knowing that I'm in
Everyone
this
had their
to win.
different journeys to get there. My cousin's was a VHS tape.
My name is
Oh my gosh,
Adrian.
let's watch
I'm
this.
from Joliet, Illinois, and I'm 20 years old.
Oh my god.
I live almost in the
Joliet's like
boondocks.
20 minutes
Nothing
away,
going
by the way.
on. I mean, you go cow tipping. You know?
She did live
I'm
near a
pretty.
field.
I got perfect teeth.
What do you think makes you special?
I always
I'm
feel
like
like
a really big tomboy. I'm kind of like
She's
rock and roll
nervous.
all the time. In high school, I was kind of a dork. I didn't get asked out much at all. I got turned down a lot.
What do you think makes you better?
she's got the light lipstick on.
My
That
hair
was cool.
stands up. I'm in law school.
There's nobody here with a
Okay.
big afro like this. Oh, I love my
You could
life.
tell she was nervous,
Want to see somebody right
and that was a lot of her enunciation. I think, you know.
I grew up in Murrieta, California. It's a small town. I've always been real tall, skinny, made fun of for it.
And what else is insane? Oh, they always exaggerate stuff on TV. I've noticed from watching this and other shows, like, you know, like she said, out in the boondocks, you can go cow tipping. It's like they want to include that.
It's really, really bad, and I know everybody else does, but I mean, I really, really want this.
I wonder when they edited this if they knew who the winner was.
26 years old from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay,
I'm in,
Robin is,
Shelbyville, Tennessee. Y'all don't probably know about that.
you know,
And,
she's a
I
very
did Liberland and
well-
Soybean Festival.
well-known
And
character
I
of
come
this
from
season,
Pasture.
and I don't feel like I've seen her like
So those that say that Pasture
come
girls
into the
just, you know,
spotlight or
this
anything.
is
I don't
true.
remember there being anything.
I got that from Miss Tyra
Like,
Banks.
is she interviewed by anybody? You know how, like,
Diva.
Being a supermodel, you have to have that.
I've watched on
confidence. So
YouTube,
what
I
do you
watched the
think
YouTubers
physically
that
is
do
so
the
great
America's
about
Next
you
Top
that's
Model
better?
interviews
When
with
I used to
different
weigh 204 pounds, so I'm
ladies
thankful
from the
for
other
this.
seasons.
If you look at the average woman or that's me. I mean, you can't get enough of me. I'm unique. I'm fun. I don't have to say it.
There's a
'cause finally been around
certain
me, you know, you
modeling
go back
thing
to
though
her.
that's,
Okay,
and
Robin,
it's
thank
in
you very
zero
much.
offense to her,
I
that
don't know. I'm
isn't
going to New
there.
York, but I hope so.
Like, I remember my
Really
cousin
good.
saying, and all of them are gorgeous, and they are.
I'm just
But
sitting
there's a
back
certain
watching
thing
all
like
these
that
chicks
lighting
annoying
has to hit
everybody.
you a
Like,
certain
everyone's
way.
pushing me like out. It's just
Remember,
weird.
people have to.
Ghetto poor girl, and you come in
Yeah.
here and you're like, I'm a queen, and then you have to go.
That's what I
back
want to tell you. I don't know if you know. Just then,
What it is.
it said, this ghetto girl. She said ghetto poor girl, and the closed caption said ghetto girl. Adrienne, do you know that? That they did that? They did you dirty in the closed caption. I noticed that on my first watch. I was like, what the hell? Like, that is a horrible typo or mishearing. Like, she's not saying she's a, what the, she said poor. Okay. Yeah, she's sticking her tongue out. She did before Miley Cyrus, so
Okay,
let's
guys.
like not have a weird
I'm
angle.
looking for
Let's see.
10 girls,
10
but the
girls.
producers and I can only agree on 8. First
8.
young woman to
Okay.
go to New York City is
Who?
Nicole.
Okay. Yep. Blonde curly hair. I can tell you why they leave, when they leave. Okay, Robin makes it. That's right. Going like that. Kids. 21. Wow. 20. Oh, I just turned 39, so this is crazy.
The next girl.
My cousin's in her 40s.
Doesn't have far to go because she's from New York City.
My cousin. You're gonna hear me say that. Emmy's 24. She's like too old, right? We'll talk about age in a second. There's some harsh realities of the modeling industry
Only got 2 more.
that
The next
we're
one
gonna
is
have to
coming
come to
to us
terms
soon.
with to understand this 2003 show. Look at her. She picked up a leash. That is so fun.
Alright.
And guess what else she's doing? Grabbing all the attention in the room.
Fighting tooth and nail. And that
She's
fine
gonna
girl.
win that show.
Shannon.
Shannon. Wow. Shannon,
I'm so excited.
you're the final girl.
Just like staying.
I'm okay.
I hope like
I don't know. I just kind of.
my face hair doesn't look weird. Like I said, I'm used to like not being on camera this long. I'm not used to
I
being
don't
on
even. It's
camera.
not even real right now. I don't even know. I'm like in a daze.
We're only 13 minutes in.
I wanted this a whole lot, you know, I'm crushed, my feelings are crushed. I want to be a good sport and say that, well, at least I made it this far, but you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Yeah. Okay. Like at the time, you got Survivor and this show, and maybe like a few other game show type
I
stuff.
kind of feel like I'm gonna throw up. What's really happening?
That's awesome. But like the other thing that you'd
I
want to
was born
audition
with
for
wings, but psoriasis swooped into.
is like the real world. Like all throughout grade school and high school, I was like, I want to be on the real world. I want to be on the real world. But then I was like too nervous to be on the real world, and like it felt crazy because so before my cousin won this show, the only like famous person my cousin doesn't think of herself as famous, and it's not like that, and it's not like that with this person, but Rachel from Real World New York worked at Hot Topic at the Orland Park Mall, and I remember seeing her and becoming like possessed with like the knowledge that she worked there. I was like, let's go back and see her. And I said hi to her, and she was very nice, but she probably got it all day, every day. And then now that I'm older than her, I'm like, she really was just a person that went away for 9 months or 6 months or something to like film something. But the promise of this show, like what you would win, we're going to talk about that. Because it was a lot different than just like living in a house, being a personality. Like, you know, we're going to talk about all of it. Let's pause because we still have a whole minute.
Blue Compass RV.
Let's take the long way home.
All right. I'm going to have neck pain tomorrow. Okay, New York. So remember, they were in Los Angeles for that first
I'm
part.
originally from New York. You know, hearing girls from all around the world and then saying, you know, God, it's my first time here.
I feel like I want to grab a snack. Oh yeah, this is good. That was
And
a.
it's like, I'm in New York. with the
I mean,
whole-
imagine taping this episode and watching this just over and over, waiting for the next time the show is on.
Welcome to New York. Congratulations on your arrival. Enclose are the keys to your penthouse. Head on upstairs, find your beds, claim your space, and explore your new house.
This is so cool. I love the eyeshadow and the choker. All this is like so iconic to my eyes. Like as we enter these rooms, like I know like conversations that happen in these rooms.
Our views from our rooms are just awesome.
Like besides, I was so obsessed with this. Besides my cousin actually doing it, like I soaked in
Every room
everything I could.
Flair, like
So
Paris or Milan or Tokyo. That's what's so neat. It's like
I should watch the other seasons, not on camera,
I
but
like this
like
one.
I did enjoy them. I was a fan of this whole like girls living together, competing. You know, like my cousin's indifferent to like. She didn't love shows like this. You know what I mean? She.
You know what? How
Okay.
about this? I'm so happy I'm here. Nobody wants this
This
effing
effing
room.
room.
I'll take it.
I think they got us together.
Yeah. No one wants this effing room. It's like, wow, she cusses. She cusses on TV. I'm gonna grab a beef jerky stick. I'll be right back.
The girls in Milan seem to be just on the other side of the world. The separation between the two rooms has a lot to do with religion. I'm not interested in having quiet time to read the Bible.
I am a militant atheist.
Oh wait, ladies, I gotta show you somebody I want to meet. His name's Brad Higgert. Favorite book, the Bible,
Okay.
ladies. Yay!
The Bible, you guys. The Bible.
But I've kissed a guy before, don't get me wrong, but that's about as far as I went. I'm pretty innocent. So this guy's going up. Well, I can see him.
You know, like
Meet this kid someday.
a mat,
Wherever you are, boy, I'm come find him.
a little. What do they call it?
Yeah, it is. Oh wait, you guys are such a her boyfriend.
She manifested that. That's what would happen. Okay. So by the way, this Slim Jim, this is nacho flavored. It was $1 for 2 of them. So I'm gonna try it on camera and see.
Alright,
Alright, so I just want to
Nacho
congratulate you
flavor.
guys. Welcome to New York City, the NYC. We're so close to Times Square. Isn't that crazy? Right? You guys, are 8 finalists.
Times Square.
But I like very round numbers. So what I did is I did a nationwide search for 2 more. I was like, what? I had literally just said a minute before, girls, I'm glad it's the 8 of us. So come on in here, Tessa and Giselle. Oh.
All right.
I've been in
I
this
could tell you
spotlight
about
my
these
whole
people.
life. I've been a performer. I've been dancing since I was 3.
Giselle's personality is so
We know the
strong.
least
I love
about
the fact
Tessa,
that
though.
She's a Latina woman. That was very important to me.
About Tessa represented
Very
an
important to me.
exotic variation of a classic blonde look.
I'm from Chicago. I'm a hostess.
Okay, so that makes
I'm like the
3
girl next
people
door. It's
in
a little tough
Illinois.
meeting the girls
You got
for the
Katie
first
from
time. I know it's
Glenview.
been checking me like from up and down, just I don't know if I like this girl. Alrighty, so I want to welcome all you guys.
And Adrian's from Joliet.
So I'll let you guys
And of
know,
course, the
yes,
Joliet
your pictures are
newspapers
beautiful, but what stood
report
out
on all
is
this.
something that just that it thing.
There is
that
like
special.
local pride while
This
this is happening.
personality. There are so many things that it takes to be a top.
And I have all the newspaper
And you guys
clippings
are
we'll
going
go
to be
through.
put through lots of different tests.
This is good.
There's going to be photo shoot tests, media training, how to speak like a
is
supermodel
good.
and represent top companies. It takes models years.
I wonder if anybody
to
was
even
bored
just
by
see these
this.
people to take one glance at them. Once a week, you'll be evaluated.
My cousin
And
in that
once a
leather
week,
coat,
someone will
she
be eliminated.
took photos
One
and
of
test
you
shoot
is gonna
photos in
become
that leather
America's
coat
next
before
top
this.
model. And
I'll
you're
show you
gonna
some of
come
those.
with a modeling contract
I recognize
with
them.
Revlon.
Okay. Modeling contract with Revlon. Let's memorize this.
Spread in Marie Claire magazine.
Marie
And
Claire.
a contract with major modeling agency.
Wilhelmina, who only did this for 1 season. Okay. Next season it was a different modeling agency.
Yeah, we're secretly sisters.
Katie and I are very, very similar. So, I mean, if they're looking for that exotic type look, there's a major competition between us.
They're
That's okay. I think she's
not
beautiful.
similar.
I know that she's older than me, so that's okay.
At first, I did not like Nicole. She was my competition. I looked at her, I was like,
19.
she's just gorgeous, gorgeous hair. She has it all, total package. She just has like everything that everybody wants.
I can see why they chose her.
Everything. So
Her face.
yeah. Oh, I see.
As long as she's tall.
Everybody already had their rooms picked out, so Giselle and I got.
I'm kind of a modeling snob. I mean, not really, but like I place myself back in the time period. Oh yeah, look at this.
As soon as
Smoking.
I heard, does anyone else smoke?
Oh.
Adrian and I, right when we got in that house, we go and we pick a corner to go smoke at. There's only
Thank
2
you.
of us that smoke.
Thank you for being a friend of my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
And Miss Robin
It-
comes out,
this
starts
is-
screaming like this whole house.
it makes
stinking
sense,
out,
come
you guys
on.
Can't smoke.
It's like it's all in here, and y'all know that smoke like gets
I will
in
tell you.
people's clothes and their hair.
In
Robin,
Illinois,
she's
you
like
could
the
still
mother
smoke in
now.
restaurants till
It was a big
January
deal. And that's why I was
2006.
so nervous. I was like, great.
You could
this is all
smoke
I
in
need.
Cracker Barrel.
Cause I don't mind y'all killing yourself, but mama wanna live.
Mama wanna live.
Special
We quote that at
visitors,
home. Robin's got many
Anybody
quotes.
home?
One of whom was a personal trainer.
Just so everybody knows, my name is John.
John
I'm gonna be
Silverman,
your
television
trainer.
trainer.
We have a plan for you. You'll find that out shortly
Those
as we go
photos
through it.
of Brad.
We're gonna do a little test, height, and weight to see
Okay.
how your body weight changes over the time that we're gonna be training.
Having a physical trainer come in and tell us our weight.
Okay, so I
that was a
heard
little
this
kind
was
of
like
a
controversial. And it is? Okay, I wish I could see
He
these
said it out
stats.
loud. 136. I'm like, okay, that's nice.
I'm almost a $1.35, y'all.
Buck 35, y'all. Okay, 5'9", shorter side.
Does that look right to you, Adele?
Tessa, but like
Next, Elise.
Please, she is not.
5'9" is
an
not
ounce
short,
fat on
but
her body.
I heard
There you go, 114.
God, when you stutter in an interview and you can't edit it,
But when you can count every, vertebrae, like that's sickly.
Am I the lightest
sickly.
one?
And you know what?
Yeah.
Felt a little bit bad for
Oh,
her because she
you know,
is the bigger up down here in the hips.
Seeing my cousin like at that age right now, it reminds me of
Awkward because I am the only
some of my other family members that are younger now.
See,
You
look
know,
at Yeah.
just because we all come from the same grandma,
I
you
think
know.
for Robin, it must be hard being among girls who are so
So-
skinny.
So we're gonna take out 3 pounds. So give me just
My dad's family has a lot of siblings, and there's only one girl, and she's the youngest. And Adrienne is
We'll see
that
you
woman's
again.
daughter,
I can't
my
tell you
Aunt
when,
Christy.
But I will see you again.
who
And
we will
second
meet,
visitor was
I believe, on episode
a
5.
bikini
See, I already have all
boxer.
these episodes. I know them all.
Lab coated
bikini
I was
box
obsessed. I'd
minions.
watch this when it aired. I'd watch it a second time. I'd have a friend over. We'd watch it. Okay. This is too much for television.
I saw like dead fear in people's eyes.
You guys ready?
I think that this is too much.
Yes, very much so.
The first time I saw this a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm sorry, that's too much. I mean, it's funny, she's laughing, that's good.
Oh, man.
Giselle and Robin definitely did not want to do it.
Why would they?
Can't do that. Just try it.
I felt extremely uncomfortable with the
You know what though, women do things that men wouldn't. Because it's like, I get it. Like, you're not going to see me going anywhere in that position. It's just not happening.
No.
Then you got all these camera
Two people
people.
has been out there, myself and my gynecologist, and I give him crap.
I
I
told
like
everybody
how
in my whole life, I said,
reality TV show editing is. I'm going to turn off closed captioning. I like how the editing is, because it's like, these are interviews that are like sound clips plugged in.
There's a few girls that I think we're exaggerating a bit too much. I better be the damn supermodel after this. That's all I
I
have to
better
say.
be the damn supermodel. Yes, do it. Wow. She just had a dream and she did it. Look, they went grocery shopping. No, but like when you think about it, it's like I wanted to be on TV so bad. I don't care anymore. But like my cousin went and did it in front of all of us. Very cool. And she made her moments cool. Like, let's fast forward. I was on her show, My Fair Brady. But we won't talk about that right now. Let me grab a drink. So, one last other mention, my one and only time on television ever, actually 2 times, was because of my cousin. So thank you very much. Look at that cool little, quirky little sweater Elise was wearing. You can go back and pause it. Excuse me. Okay, what is this black and white? This is like January.
I was impatient with waiting for them. I was ready to go at 7:45, like we were supposed
Yeah,
to.
they were very relaxed for this, but production's gonna show them. You're gonna see.
I was kind of trying to wait on other people before I knew everybody else had already gone out there.
I love like waiting, like someone's filming me waiting. Someone's filming me waiting.
And there's no one there.
Uh-oh.
We all were nervous because we were late.
Hey guys, your party has already left.
It was our first photo shoot, and we was like, "Oh my goodness, are we gonna get in trouble?"
I wonder if that was a hotel person or... I can't ask Adrienne. She wasn't there. She was on time. Ah, damn it, another ad. Alright, see you in 2 minutes. And I just like mark a moment that like, this isn't an AI actress yet, but we're so close in time now, 23 years later after this show, that like, the AI people are coming.
Ask your dermatologist about Benzellix.
And they're going to like, you know, I'm sure there was something probably in that commercial that was artificial, like trees behind her or something. You know, so that's a big difference from now in 2003. Can we also just say like how many ads like reach the wrong people? Like, I'm not going there. Let's see what this next
quality
is.
vitamins, probiotics, and superfoods and this stuff. I start every day feeling my best.
I don't.
Ready to go. Ask anyone.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
They love it every morning.
See, like one thing that the modeling industry taught me from being on photo shoots, which I'll explain later because I used to do test shoot photography in my early 20s, is that like they probably never met Hugh Jackman. Like there was scenes were probably filmed on different days. You know, everything's so fake.
So we run back upstairs, get the address, we took a cab there.
But by the way, this Slim Jim was good.
The girls who actually made it to the shoot,
Okay.
were able to go to hair and makeup first.
Nice.
Didn't even think anything about it. We figured the girls were right behind us.
And they got their hair and makeup
We were
ready.
like on top of a roof, and there was like snow. The wind was blowing. It was freezing.
That was a confessional interview from later, plugged in.
I just want to call a couple of girls forward.
My cousin looks so cool in this moment.
Ebony.
Because sometimes when there's like pain in the eyes, you know.
Okay, I was really upset. I
You know
heard
how she
people
said
were
smile
late,
with your eyes? This is
and
like,
that's just not acceptable.
oh yeah.
Photo shoots are thousands of dollars, and time is money. It's 100% not acceptable. So if this was a normal shoot, a lot of you guys would have been sent home.
We're being judged on being on time.
It depends on like if you're an important model or not. They'll wait for you, but yeah,
Now,
I'd say that being late is very
Douglas Bizarro
not
and
okay.
his partner Elizabeth Moss.
Okay, so I wanted to be a fashion photographer, and I do have photos, and I really like them, and they're really awesome. I did it at like
We're all kind of just like,
19, 20
serious? I freaked out just
to
because
like
it was
23,
so
and then
cold.
back again at like
You may be wondering why we're
26.
shooting outside in the cold.
But
Swimwear is shot the season before, so we have to shoot
I
now.
liked this type of stuff back then. I think this photo shoot's a little lame,
that new
but
models make
we'll
is
describe
the
it and
sexier
discuss
I
it.
move, the better the picture is gonna be. It is all about this first.
Like for instance, I think they're in the wrong
You're
bathing
always
suits per
thinking about
type
something.
of person.
Like a dead eye is just kind of like, but then an eye that just has some fire is like, see how it just changes? You can create a character when you model. It's kind of like silent movies. You have to give
Or
it your
could just
best,
look
give it
over
your
or
all out there, and
look
just
over.
work it. All right, then good luck in
Did I
your
do
first
it?
shoot.
I don't know. I'll have to watch back and see. Oh, look at that.
This happens to be the coldest day in New York City.
And I wanted this photo shoot up here. Who booked
For
this?
this to be the worst conditions we've ever worked in, and this is their first time. It's crazy.
Yeah, like it. Okay. Oh my God, she's scandalous. Look at her though. She looks cool. The only thing, it's just unnecessary. And I saw some really cool poses there, but watch for the photo shoots. They always choose a photo that has something that they
Back
can
then I wouldn't really
critique.
care, but it was so cold.
Yes.
I get cold in the sun. I'm cold all the time.
Why did they do? I get it. They do shoot before season, but like you can travel somewhere warmer, or you can like do stuff indoors or different things. Like
thing in a model is to be able to listen to the photographer.
I don't think like the wind hitting
I was a
you
little
on
nervous,
the
you
top
know, all
of
the
the
other
belly.
girls are so skinny. You know, I got a little bit more meat to me,
Okay,
but I had a
her.
blast.
I don't think she should have had a strapless.
Can you back up a little bit?
That shouldn't have been strapless. Do you know what I mean?
Because I got you over here, and then you're like over here, and then you know what I mean? There you go. That's it. Totally. There you go.
That is
She
so
probably had people teach her how to model
the wrong way.
That was her problem.
That was her problem. She's like modeling the wrong way.
I did notice
Tilt your
Riley
head
a
down.
little modest in her bikini. She has a little more insulation than me.
Okay, they do a bad job with Elise too. It's like not the right swimsuit.
Robin is like 26 or 27 years old. I mean, how much farther is she going to go? You know, because age is a
They'll
big
say it
factor
later,
in
but
the modeling world.
yeah, it's true. In the modeling world, she's 18. She doesn't have anything.
Chin down. Chin down.
That's just a weird
Hold that. You look
pose.
amazing. Hold it.
I mean, ladies, like those high heels. Who likes to like pose like that in there? That hurts. Okay,
I thought it
she
was gonna
looks
be
so
okay
cool
until I
in
would
the
take off my
black
blanket
jumpsuit. Look at her. Take
and
photos of her right
wind was
there.
just coming
No.
from every direction.
Why would
It
you
made it
put
so
her in
much
a
colder.
two-piece?
Come on, Elise. You ready?
Doesn't make sense.
Nice. Hold that. Good.
I had
But
to
this shows-
draw out my shoulder, keep my arm in, keep my fingers together, and my thumb hidden while holding my high heel and sucking back snot.
It's
Probably her
not.
first time shooting, so not only is she nervous, but it's so cold that she just can't give a look.
Yeah, and
She's
this is
very
horrible.
skinny,
Wait till you
which
see
means
this.
she was cold. She got to the point where she couldn't even
Like-
think straight, and she started crying.
At least, you know, she has a
Yes.
small petite body, so she probably can't keep warmth. and Elise couldn't handle it.
She's like
But
too
I
skinny,
took
and that's her fault, and that's why she
my
can't
blanket, and I
model
said,
right.
okay, and I just went for it.
Okay, but you know what I did? I just like ripped off that blanket.
Cold. I mean,
You could
everything
have edited
was
those two
from
things
my
together.
ears to my hands to my feet to my butt.
She actually does have a good personality, and that's a really good photo.
You can tell when a girl has practiced in the mirror. And look at me right here, pretty.
And you know what's interesting too is that some of these they didn't have like the photos ready, so they had to use Polaroids. You'll see what I'm talking about later episodes. Where like on the screen is a
Beautiful,
different
but she didn't
photo.
really physically do anything that was spectacular.
Okay.
was one of the most difficult ones.
She actually,
She couldn't seem to get everything right all at once at the same time.
she's doing like babe modeling.
It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
But it's not horrible. It's just she's
I think she was
freaking
giving a little too
cold.
much, you know, it was a
Those are
little
not
almost
bad.
Playboy-ish. How's that looking? What do you think?
The eyes are big again.
I don't know what
The
to say.
eyes, they're like big again. She won't stop making them
I think
big.
it was challenging. I think it was a great experience.
Give
I
us
think
the
we all
next
do it
one.
again.
Her eyes were too big. Okay, sure. See,
Philippians 4:13 said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
I can.
Pull the hair from your cheek.
No, I'm not gonna teach her. She's cool. But
I don't have time to sit there and teach a model the model.
Yeah.
So she needs to bring something to the table.
this was the devil attacking her. She had to say, "Devil, get that coldness the hell away
I want to win
from
this
me."
contest. Words cannot explain how bad I want to win.
She started freezing up at the end there. I just couldn't get that
She
facial
wants to
expression.
win.
That's
Now,
really
here's
the
what's
selling
cool.
point. Is
She
it's in
ended
the
up
eyes.
working professionally as a model and probably
Ready,
still
ready?
does. She's in Chicago. She does a good job.
Yeah, nice. Excellent.
Working with the professional photographer today was such a learning experience. He kind of brought something out of me today
You know,
I didn't even know I had.
If she wasn't shy,
Nice. Excellent. Easy was easy to shoot.
not saying there's
Most of the
nothing bad
girls,
about being shy.
They have in the body, and then their face is so cold they can't give the face. Well, she was able to give the face.
I think everybody did a really good job
Um,
considering the circumstances today.
She could be like on TV. She looks like a sitcom star. And I met her at my cousin's wedding. She's one of the guys, her and
The
Shannon.
calm was gorgeous. You know,
Tessa, you better enjoy this last meal.
oh my gosh.
Foreshadowing.
I was dragged out of the atheism closet. I don't believe in God.
Okay, I want to discuss this.
Today at dinner. It's not
Back
you
then,
don't believe in
I mean,
anything,
this conversation's very
I'm
real.
an atheist. I couldn't believe the jaws around the table.
Yes, it was shocking back then.
Literally, yeah, tough stuff.
I love bringing up when I found out Elise was
Like,
an
I remember
atheist,
hearing
had
like there's people
extreme
like in
reservations
England
about
that don't believe in God. I was like, there's people that
Robin,
don't
of
believe in
course,
God.
qualifies everything.
Now it's like,
I'm
of
not
course, that
saying
makes
you're
total
going to
sense.
hell, but
People
you're
can
going
believe
to
whatever
hell.
they like.
Just because I don't believe in God doesn't mean I don't have ethics and morals.
But at the time, this is shocking. That's why all those wife swap episodes and trading spouse
But at the same
episodes
time, I'm not going to pretend that I don't
have
believe in
like the
evolution
Christian,
just so I can be friends with Robin.
you know, crazy Christian lady. We love her.
Psychics.
Gargoyles.
Tomorrow, 9 of you will continue on to become America's
9.
next top model.
Wow, look at that little relic. You know, there is something about like models in different areas.
Hey,
Like,
Johnny,
okay,
Hey,
it'd be
come
like
here. You
models
said,
in
"Oh my
New
God."
York, you'd be like, oh my gosh, they're total models. Models in LA, you're like, they're kind of like babes model, like, you know, they got different like look to them. Chicago, same thing. You know, there's like different markets that they all get placed in. So each of these ladies could be placed in a certain market. You know what I mean? Like one of them, and now anybody could be a model because you could just be on a Carvana commercial, you know. But at the time, it was like my cousin could go to New York, while maybe Katie or Nicole, they could go to California, you know. Giselle would be great on commercials, you know, instead of modeling, or I don't know. So, let's pause. So just a little continuation on that thought. It's like models are like 15 years old till like 23, 22, and then you get put like in different categories after that. So some of these young gals that you'll see are 19. It's like, okay, that's like a little bit of a prime, but they don't have the right look for it. And then some of them are like too old at 26, but of course should believe in themselves and can be a model. So it just, the show had the critique of the times where it was like, and Tyra, let's give her little credit right now. What's on the screen? I only have 15 seconds left, so we're going to have to give Tyra credit in a little bit. But I will tell you what she did do on purpose.
Both package for Justin. Only working together.
She wanted to argue with the modeling industry in a way and say, I don't care if these people are too old. I don't care if they're old thick. And I'm not getting that from that documentary, if that's in that documentary.
I think
she actually was like, it was part of her show.
Yesterday.
Thank you, so I'm running through my head like all day long. Tyra
I just think making shows like a crappy experience. It's so like people get abused on accident.
Neither one in my life dress.
Or not on accident, but like, do you know what I mean? Like you're starving in the taping of this is so weird. Like she's probably so tired. It's 3 a.m.
Just feeling kind of anxious and kind of nervous, like we don't know what to expect.
Everyone's like, oh my God, you know, what's going to happen?
Oh my God, I love the pants, the jeans.
All right, ladies.
Okay,
The time has arrived to make our first cut. You're going to be judged on your natural talent, your potential, and your personality, as well as your performance on your photo shoot that you took yesterday. I have a panel of judges here that I totally
let's
respect.
discuss.
First, we have Miss Janice Dickinson.
Yes.
Janice
I
became
got
one of the
into
world's
her.
first
I
supermodels
read
in the
her book.
1970s, and her face was featured everywhere.
Plus I like
Been in this industry for quite a
Gia,
long time, making me
Karanchi,
probably
and all
the
that.
most opinionated person on the panel.
All right, next we have Bo.
Definitely.
Bo is the fashion editor at Marie Claire, and it's his job to work with all the
We didn't know
major
who he
modeling
was. He
agencies to
wasn't
determine
anybody,
which
you
girls
know,
is gonna feature in
like
his fashion
everybody
editorial.
that's an America's Next Top Model fan.
Great. I can't do anything for her. There has to be a basic.
If a model's not gray, I can't do anything for her. I totally get what he's talking about though. It's like you just gotta
at age
have it.
13. She's now the creative director and owner of Baby Fat, which is a sexy
Good
women's
eye,
wear
Mom.
clothing line.
I think you have to have that personality inside of you, that drive. Certain things you can work on, but I think the bulk of it you have to be born with.
Each week we will have a special guest judge, and today it is
What are my
Douglas
angles?
Pizarro. Douglas is an
We'll talk
acclaimed
more about
fashion and
angles. We'll
celebrity
talk more about.
photographer, and he shot your
So
first
those are
major
like
fashion shoot. Now we're gonna bring you
real
in one by
photos.
one to have
They
an
do these girls
evaluation with the
dirty in a
judges.
way.
Katie,
Like they always.
you're first.
I remember right away being like, why don't they like go in? Why is there only like one far away shot?
Shoot, and we've gone through all of your film. We found the best shot.
Okay.
My question is,
That,
what were you
the hooks.
thinking? Hooking your finger into.
You know what she's thinking? It's totally normal for the time.
Just the look. I thought it was. I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated with my
Yeah.
hands hooked. I'm a little loose salted. I'm just saying.
Oh,
My hands are
wow.
hooked.
It's like, why were you doing this? Well, it was the look, okay?
That is so
Damn, that's good.
I don't know if it was luck on her part or confidence, but this is the second shot that we took on her.
Wow.
Okay, Miss Adrian.
Okay, that looks good. See, but they chose a photo for the foot. They chose a photo for the foot.
When there's a big woman, there tends to be a big
Okay, that is from the second episode's photo shoot. So it's interesting how, like, I'll notice the interview,
Gave it the most. She really hit it and kept working on her pose and giving me.
which would help me know whether she was going to be eliminated or
You have a
not.
very strong personality, and it shows
I'll
on
explain
your
that a
face
different
and your
time.
poses. And take this the right way. You gotta work on the thighs. You got that booty thing. You gotta kind of, you really watch the diet and exercise. 'Cause it's not all about your gorgeous face. It is about the booty too.
But what's
I think you're very
their
exotic.
bodies
You have
are
great wall
totally
lines. The mold
absolutely
works, so I
normal.
never tell you to take it off.
But they are correct that the modeling industry is harsh.
She's rail thin. She is a waif. You know, the rib cages is coming a little through it, but you know, that's okay. She's only 18 years old.
I like Shannon's personality. I think she glows. I think she's.
Could you? Okay, like.
But the negative thing I have to say about her is I can tell she tans a lot, and I'm starting to see
So-
her skin on her face is already starting to get a little leathery. I don't necessarily think of that.
18 years old.
When she came out was the most flattering on her.
I'm always one
Yes.
that steers away from anything that has to do with little clothes on. Like, I don't even like to be really in shorts. I always like try to cover up everything.
I think you're choosing the wrong profession if you don't want to be in little things or you try to cover up.
Right, Simon Cowell of the show. That's what they want for her.
Yes, Robin will represent.
Okay, so they had a ring light, as we all know what that is now, of course, but that did give her kind of a cool glow than what you would think. My cousin has modeled swimsuits too and done a fantastic job, so it's like sometimes they just put them in a shitty scenario. Sorry, crappy scenario. Did we even swear on this whole thing?
Thank you.
So we've
I don't
interviewed
swear.
every single
I don't
girl,
cuss,
and now
no.
we have to come and decide.
What's that meme?
What's the axe? Robin?
Robin's out.
I have a favorite cuss word. I can't remember it. We're in the age of sound files, aren't we? Aren't we?
Why? Because I think next America's Top Model is not a plus size model. I'm sorry, that's my opinion.
I like Robin.
She's near perfection. I
It's
wish her
not.
upper body was bigger and matched her lower body better.
That's a voiceover.
And the cold, it was kind of hard for her to just work it.
But not and based off that photo. That photo's ridiculous. Don't put her in that swimsuit. That looks so stupid. She looked cool in the black jumpsuit.
Nicole.
I think Nicole definitely in.
Nicole and.
Nicole in. Shannon has personality and it's all about
It's so
personality.
interesting how like
Nicole, I'll leave Shannon.
they barely know
Shannon's very
these girls
commercial.
at this
She's a pretty
point.
girl, but she doesn't add any fun or creativity to the shoot.
Tessa.
She doesn't have a
Yeah.
dominant personality.
Yeah.
Really, she's got to be able to sell products.
None of these. Okay, when you're an average person watching this whole modeling thing, like all this is so stupid. I remember I would take photos of people and like I'd show like my dad or somebody in general, and they go, "Why does she look pissed?" And I'd be like, "She looks pissed. I didn't even notice that." Like, who's she looking at? Why does she look pissed? What is she doing? So it really is hilarious to like see all this. I used to like sort of make fun of catalog modeling, you know, like, but those poses make more sense than like looking. My cousin, look at her.
Ebony, please come forward.
It's like she's got all black on, the choker necklace.
Ebony, you're still in the running to become America's Next Top Model. Congratulations.
There you go.
Elise.
I like Ebony. I like Elise. I like all of them. You know, after 20 years passed, we're not mad at anybody.
You're still in the
I
running.
know everybody's mad at Tyra. The thing is that my cousin had some very scandalous words for Tyra back in the day, and it just settled it all. You know,
America's Next Top
she didn't. Nobody's bothered each other. Like my cousin
Congratulations,
doesn't
you're still in the running.
like
Nicole,
try to take
you're still in
over
the running to becoming America's
the
Next Top
hype of
Model.
any of the seasons after her,
Giselle.
and they left her alone.
Congratulations.
I don't want to get into that right now, though. This is episode 1. We're not talking about all that. We're talking about the promise of what's happening right now. My cousin is in the runnings.
The one thing that the
She
judges
left
like about
home.
you
She
is
left
that
her
you
serving
represent
job.
the majority of women in
Look at
America.
that.
Congratulations. I only have one photo left in my hands right now. Well, Tessa and Shannon, please come forward. For some reason, I have like a feeling in me. It's like, okay, is it going to be
Damn,
me?
I missed when
Whoever's
Adrian
name
got
I
a photo.
call
What the
will go
hell?
on and will still be in the running to
Fix
become
my hair.
America's Next Top Model.
Do I
The
have
name
it?
that I do not call, you will be eliminated immediately.
One of the
and
episodes they learn the runway walk, and we have to show you my runway walk. I was there learning it. It's gonna be
Shannon, you're still in the running to becoming
Because-
America's Next Top Model.
Shannon makes it to number 2. You already know this if you're a fan of the show. Shannon was on all Star seasons, I believe, too. She probably was on the Tyra Banks show. We have this song, it's like a Simon Garfunkel. This isn't the best episode at all.
Leaving the girls was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
You know, there's so many culture things we didn't discuss who Tyra Banks is, but everybody knows who Tyra Banks is, right? You used to get the Victoria's Secret catalog, and you'd flip through it and see like all the ladies of the time, and so it's like when you're on the show, you're thinking, I'm gonna be in Victoria's Secret. That's like a guarantee. Like maybe Adrian's gonna be in Victoria's Secret. Maybe she's gonna be, you know, you're not really like aiming for like the very high end. You're thinking, oh yeah. And then they make the one girl disappear.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Let's see. No, not an ad. Do we have anything else to discuss? Okay, this was fun. I think that for my own time, because look, this coming on to 1 hour, which is good. That's actually good timing. I think I want to get Hulu that doesn't have commercials so that we can just like skip through this. And then secondly, I don't know. Oh, this one I watched already, so I kind of dragged on like doing this, sitting in front of the TV and like how I was going to get it all set up. But now that I know the variety of what I can do, if this looks good, like I bet part of the TV was cut off this whole time. I'm not going to notice until I rewatch parts of this. That's like me, my brain loading. But the later episodes are a lot funner, like the different challenges and watching it be less and less of them, and then like watching my cousin go through the experience. Because at one point she gets food poisoning, another point they get to go to Paris. There's a lot of like cool friendship moments. She's, you know, it's a cultural moment because this show went on for so many seasons, and she was in season 2. She came back to like advise the girls. But this original season, only 8 episodes. It was you only had like those shows like Wife Swap, Trading Spouses, Survivor, Real World, and America's Next Top Model. It like wasn't even ANTM. That's like how we abbreviated it on the internet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they abbreviated it themselves. But the promise of being America's Next Top Model, getting the Revlon contract, getting the Spread and Marie Claire magazine, and getting the modeling contract with the agency Wilhelmina. That is the stakes. Here is 6 seconds left.
Keep it twisted.
Okay, let's see if there's a preview for next episode, and then we'll end this video.
Here's what's coming up on
Okay.
America's Next Top Model.
Oh my God.
Pressure builds as the girls duke it out on the runway.
Oh my God, we gotta do the runway.
Make it, I had to get into my clothes and I had to do it in 30 seconds.
And at a high-profile stuff magazine.
And I have the stuff
That's my
magazine.
style, the sex appeal and stuff. That's just me. Tempers flare between Ebony and her housemates.
I feel as though you guys might expect certain things.
You can make your own assumptions.
You don't have to agree with me. That's the thing about competition.
And Elise wants out.
Eliminate me.
I want out. Do you want to be on top?